YouTube, what's good? Rise and grind, rise and shine. It's another day, man. It's another day. Let's get it, man. We got to get through it, man. All these trials and tribulations, any challenges, we got to get through it, man. It's time to push forward. It's time to, just keep grinding, keep working towards greatness, and, try our best to not let anything affect us. We know nothing's going to be a cakewalk, but we know that consistency is key, and we just got to keep working hard. This journey is crazy, man. This journey is really crazy. I just know that right now I'm in a state of wanting to learn more and wanting to and educate myself to more things. And I'm ready for that, so it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of managing my time wisely and putting my time towards the things that matter. It's a lot of traffic. It's crazy, man. I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, that's all good. There's mad traffic coming down the block. Damn. I should have chose a different route to get to work. Oh, it's all good. This is Murphy's Law. It's all good. We gonna make it on time, man. We not stressing. We are not stressing. I give myself a little bit of extra time. I had to get my clothes kind of like, I need a dryer in the crib. I still don't have a dryer in the crib. I just been managing. I have a steamer, but I don't have a dryer yet. I just been on I still been on my soldier tip, so it'll come. Hopefully I can, so I got to get certain things installed into my household before I can even think about getting that. But I'm on my own though. I have my independence in that sense, so I'm all good. But yeah, you guys, I just want to study more. That's what I wanted to make this video about today. I wanted to make this video about going for things that you naturally enjoy, things that you naturally gravitate towards. When I was in school, I failed miserably in Spanish. And now that I'm older, I have more of a want to learn Spanish. But that language, I didn't gravitate towards Spanish as easily as I gravitated towards Chinese. So Chinese has naturally I've been gravitating towards learning Chinese naturally. And the field I work in, actually any business field, obviously Chinese will be extremely beneficial to me, but that's not even why I would want to learn it. There's something about the language that I love. There's just something about the language that I love. I gravitated towards it so much easier. There's something about the culture. Spiritually, it makes me feel good. So, I'm naturally gravitating towards Chinese, towards learning the language of Chinese, the culture of Chinese. And, we're going to see where it goes from there. But, you guys are seeing this documentation that I have. It's crazy, man. I've got, I changed my life in a year already. You know what I mean? My bad, I had to check something. Changed my life in a year already, man. Completely changed my life. I didn't think, I was going through all this stuff and I'm like, yo, I want to do this. I want to do this year. But I stayed focused, man. I've been focused and I'm still going hard. That's why, when I take my trip, it's my momentum is so crazy. I'm still going to make sure that I can relax. I'm still going to be vlogging the documentation. I'm still going to be vlogging my journey. But, I'm going to have some fun too. I like amusement parks and all of that stuff. So I'm going to get some adrenaline from going to the parks and stuff like that. But, the only other kind of thing I've been battling with has just been the urge to want to smoke again. I'm not going to lie. That's been something that I've been battling with, is the urge to want to get high again. But there's so many other things that make me just not want to smoke again. That's my sleep being so good. Me being able to have vivid and lucid dreams. When I was smoking, I wasn't having any of those. Like when I was smoking, because smoking blocks your pineal gland, essentially your third eye. You don't dream. You don't have vivid dreams. It's just black. Like you sleep, your body sleeps good. You feel like you're sleeping good, but you're not dreaming. Because you kind of substituted that to dream during the day. You kind of substituted that to dream while you're high, like, I remember one of my homies telling me a long time ago that it skips your REM stage or something like that. I don't know the exact scientific specifics of what weed does, but I know that once I stopped, I started dreaming. And it made me think consciously, like, yo, was I not dreaming for the last 10 years? Was I not dreaming for the last 10 years? Was I not? Oh my goodness. It never fails. I always get caught behind somebody that, wants to drive really slow. It's all good though. I'm not going to get frustrated. Yeah, but, the dreaming is big for me, man. Like, because that's when you're in the spiritual realm. When you're dreaming. And I can't believe, wow, I was blocking that. I was blocking my dreams. So it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to feel what I'm going through in the spiritual realm. And that's how I know I might have been being attacked in the spiritual realm. Like, the Most High might have been sending me warnings and messages in the spiritual realm. Or I might have been getting attacked and didn't know because I was blocking it with the weed. And then, as soon as I woke up, I had to smoke. As soon as I went to sleep, I had to smoke. After work, I had to smoke. And I felt like that was keeping my stress down. Like, now I'm stress-free. No anxiety. And, like I said, I'm not here to judge anybody. I enjoyed, I had times where I was loving smoking, loving getting high, especially with making music. And I feel like there were sessions that I had that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't under the influence. But right now, with bettering myself, my brain power is on a different level. Now I'm able to obtain information. This is why I need to get back into a combat sport, because I'm at my most athletic peak. I'm at my most animalistic athletic peak. So I want to, your brain, your body, your soul, while you're on this journey, is just going to continuously want to conquer. As a man, it's going to continuously want you to conquer and do more for yourself, because you can do more for yourself. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. You can learn it and pretty much master it. And you can't even overthink it. That's another thing. I was talking to a brother. He's been overthinking a lot. And I told him, I was like, brother, don't overthink, just go. But I don't know what he's going through. So, all I could say is don't overthink. But, a lot of my brothers are still, hooked to the things in this world. They're still smoking, drinking. They're involved, in relationships as well. And if that person's not for you, it's going to drain you. That you and that person should be circulating positive energy. You both should be building each other up. Now, if you separate from that person and you start to grow tremendously, then you already know what was up, So it's like, you just need to be focused on where you're trying to go as a man. Keep your focus and, oh my goodness. Keep your focus and, don't let anything distract you. Anything that you have your mind on, go forward. But for me, this whole year, I had to heal. I had to be reborn. I gave myself seasons. It took me 2 seasons really to heal. It took me winter and 3 seasons. But that's why I put myself down for a year. I'm healed for the most part. I'm healed for the most part, for sure. Of course, the devil has sent, has used weak vessels around me to try to bring back up my past, but I deaded it. I had the spiritual strength to be like, yo, look, listen, I don't need to know anything about that. And basically the spiritual strength to fight those demons too, because of how healed I am. The protection that I have from the Most High and the shield that I have on me is like, or it's really the armor of God, but that's really what it is. And now I have the confidence to speak up for myself. Before, I wouldn't have the confidence to speak up for myself, you know? So, I mean, this monk mode journey is crazy. I mean, I'm documenting it. You guys are seeing it. And I'm just ready to keep going. You know, I'm just ready to keep going. And I'm completely focused on me. I did have to kill some of that, you know, red pill dudes would call it beta, but I had to kill that, whatever I was programmed to believe in the past. And I'm not saying like I'm misogynist, toxic red pill type, but I had to kill the fact that I was being too nice. I was giving too much of myself. And now I'm just focused on me, you know. And like I said, dudes that are, and I haven't really mentioned this, but dudes that are like, I was going to make a video too about this, like dudes that, like, those of us that have been aware or introduced to that red pill ideology, look, there's things that we take from all over the internet, right? And there's things that are true. Probably there's a little bit of truth in everything that we discover. And you have to be able to discern what is right and what is wrong. You know, you've got to, this is why I always end up back on focusing on monk mode SR. This is why it's important that we pray and we go back to the book. I never would, like when I was young, I never would have thought I would have been reading my Bible, and you know, but I had a spiritual awakening coming out of a long-term relationship. And like I've said this in past videos, I don't have any ill like feelings towards, because I'm just like, I have love in my heart. So like, you know, anybody that ever did me wrong, I could still never hate them. I could still never have anything, you know, ill will towards them, whether it be, you know, a lady or a dude, you know, like. So I mean, I just have love for really everybody. But I mean, obviously, if somebody dogs me out or disrespects me or isn't kind to me, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna just sit there and let them abuse me, you know, unless they're manipulating me, and I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, no, I'm not even gonna waste my energy. I'm just gonna go somewhere else, or you know, I won't allow them to take any more energy from me. You know, I'm gonna separate myself from it, as we all should, because they're on a lower vibration. They're trying to pull us down to a lower vibration. But you know, that between the red pill ideology and, you know, being a man of God, moving righteous, the real red pill is really just following the word of God and getting back to what, you know, is really in place and in order through that aspect, you know. And this isn't a religious thing, this is a spiritual thing. And I had to realize the difference of that too. I mean, it's deep because things have been so misconstrued now in our time. Like I was watching a video the other day and the guy was saying, look, people get race, ethnicity, and nationality confused. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, people do. Like, there's people of a black race, but their nationality is that of Latin, right? So it's like, there's deep, like, you know, everything is misconstrued. Same thing with religions. Like, there's a lot of different religions, but I won't get into all of those political talks and all of that. But look, there is a misogynist, demonic aspect to the red pill that has risen, or whatever this manosphere has risen within the YouTube community. So you do have to discern certain things. But when it comes to self-improvement, when it comes to you being focused on yourself as a man and bettering yourself, that is for you. It's not really to attract, I mean, yes, you will attract the opposite sex, but it's really for you as a man to find peace within yourself, so you feel whole. You know, as a man, you'll realize that peace is really what we aspire to have on this planet, on this earth. Like, we just want peace. Really, you should want peace. But if you've been handed over to a reprobated mind, you might not want peace. You might want destruction, and you know, your soul just might be corrupt and you need to do some healing because you're spreading that negative energy and you're not even realizing it, you know? But yeah, I mean, we got to discern everything. You know, I listen to everything. And I don't judge. I try to take some truth from everything. I don't, you know, the only side I've chosen has been to move righteously. as righteously as I can. But overall, and treat others how I want to be treated. Basically, following the commandments essentially. But there's not one side or the other. Like, we gotta love each other as human beings, as people. Period. Like, if somebody doesn't treat you right, then separate yourself from them. You don't need to be around them. You stay focused on your energy, and you stay focused on becoming the greatest version of yourself. And that goes for men and women. This channel is my documentation. This channel is my journey. And essentially, obviously, it would be to help other young men, or just men in general, just because I feel like I didn't really have any guidance. Even though my father taught me a lot of great principles, he still was programmed by whatever society's ideology was too. So now we have all this information to kind of wake us up and show us things. Things have changed. We're in a modern time. So this is really to help my brothers, but I hope it can help sisters too, to see what perspective, someone such as myself is coming from. Someone that is really learning every day and is just a humble person in this world, really a positive individual. Some people find that too good to be true, but there really are like-minded individuals that are positive. If you don't think it's natural to be positive, you have a toxic trait within you. You have a toxic trait within you. You gotta fix that, man. Like, people think it's too good to be true. I'm like, nah, I'm around positive. Now I'm attracting nothing but positivity. I'm around that. There's a lot of people in this world. It's probably, well, I think they say 2/3, but I mean, as far as negative, but there's just as many positive people in this world as there is negative people. So you have to remember that. Boys behind me. But yeah, we just have to stay positive, stay focused, stay motivated, and just keep doing what we got to do to progress. Hold up. Boys is passing me. You don't see the phone, but New York, I mean, you don't know, man. I'm holding my phone. But yeah, we have to stay positive and focused. I didn't want to really get on a tangent, and I hope I don't come off confusing, but basically, I know you guys will be able to tell by my tone, like, there's not one side that you should choose. We should really just be loving as human beings and individuals, especially during this time. You would have thought that the pandemic would have brought us as human beings closer together, but if anything, it split us more, right? That's how I feel. I feel it made everything more tense. It made everything more just on edge, So hopefully individuals like me are able to raise the vibration for us as people, as human beings in general. But as men, we need to recalibrate ourselves, be focused on our purposes, and get back to just being masculine and building. A lot of us, like, I was out of my masculine frame. I didn't maintain frame because there were things that were making me soft to this world, and now I had to build back up my testosterone. I had to build back up my masculinity and do things that, as a man, I should have been doing all the time. I should have been in the gym. Should have been focused on my purpose. I should have been focused on building an empire for myself. And I always had those thoughts and ideas. I think as men, we always have those thoughts and ideas. But there's a bunch of things in this world that have been placed that can distract us to not allow us to pursue them further. And that's a problem, That's a problem. There's a lot of things that can distract us to not allow us to pursue them further. So as a man, we need to get ourselves together. Look, if there's a woman that comes into our life, embrace it. The way God made us between man and woman is a beautiful dynamic. I love women, and I'm sure, feminine women love our masculine energy as well. And that dynamic is yin and yang, and it's a beautiful thing to experience within life. But as men, we need to be focused because, society has just a lot of things that have really kind of poisoned us, So I didn't really mean to get on a crazy tangent. I ended up making this a pretty longer video, but I've just been having a lot on my mind, a lot of things that I want to express. I'm glad I'm able to share this energy, period. I love everybody. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. We're going to continue to grow. If you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, all right? Peace. Love y'all.